What is up, awesome peeps? Brent McCluskey here with Electrified Reviews, and today we are reviewing the Gotrax Shift S1 folding electric bike. We are very excited to review this because it is a very affordable price point at just $7.99. Also, we are doing a giveaway on this bike, which is awesome. Very excited to be able to do another giveaway for you guys, so stick around for that. We will talk about how to enter this giveaway and, of course, more about this bike. So let's roll the B-roll. All right, guys, so again, this is the Gotrax Shift S1 folding electric bike, and there's two main reasons we're very excited to be reviewing this bike today. Number one, we're doing a giveaway on it, which is always like awesome. We're always excited to be able to, offer you guys a giveaway, so that's really cool. Number two, like we talked about here just in the beginning of the video, this thing is only $7.99, which is absurd. That's like a really, really affordable price point. You guys have mentioned that you wanted, to see some more reviews on affordable products, so that's what we are trying to do here with this bike. I mean, $7.99, that's not an Indiegogo, that is not the Indiegogo price, that is not a campaign price, that is not a sale price, that's like the MSRP retail price for this bike, which is really cool. So yeah, $7.99, I mean, entry-level bike here. And here's how I think about this bike, okay? Do you guys remember in Iron Man 1, it's an old movie now, but Iron Man 1, when Tony Stark, this is like the nerdiest thing, when Tony Stark gets out of the cave, right? And he's back in his garage, and he's got the little hologram of his Mark 1 suit, the big bulky one, and he's spinning it around, and he's like, what can I take off of here? He's like, okay, I don't need this, I don't need that, and he's like stripping it down to make a more sleek, streamlined, Iron Man suit.
I don't want this winding up in the wrong hands. Maybe mine can actually do some good.
I feel like that's kind of what Gotrax did here. Like, they've basically stripped away everything that is not absolutely necessary for an electric bike, and what's left is an affordable electric bike that has no pomps and frills. It's not a bunch of accessories, it's nothing fancy, but it gets the job done. And I mean, really, it's just cheap, man. It's like an affordable price point. That's kind of the biggest selling point in my opinion. So let's go over the specs here for this bike. First off, with power, we are going to have a 350 watt hub motor here in the front of this bike. 350 watts. So this motor, by the way, this is a no-name motor. I don't know what brand this is. I'm almost 100% certain it's not Bafang. It doesn't sound like a Bafang. It doesn't feel like a Bafang. It's kind of noisier when you operate compared to some of the other motors we've tested. And we've also got somebody who wants to say hi. Hey, buddy. He just came over. He was like, what are you reviewing? Anyways, 350 watt motor. Yeah, it's in the front wheel. Okay, now the motor being in the front wheel here, I've already noticed this in the quick little test rides we've taken on it. It does result in some wheel slip. Not a huge deal. I mean, this isn't like an insanely powerful motor, but whenever you have it in the front wheel, you're gonna get some wheel slip here. So yeah. Now, the bonus of it being in the front wheel though is, check this out, the battery is over here in the back, right? So weight in the back, weight in the front, it just makes this thing actually a really well-balanced bike. It's almost perfectly balanced. Now this motor here brings us to a top speed of 20 miles per hour. It's got a 12 magnet cadence sensor here. It's kind of tucked into the crank right here. That's the cadence sensor. Or you can use the throttle right here on the handlebars. So that is gonna make this a Class 2 electric bike, which is gonna be legal to ride in most areas, much more so than a Class 3 or a Class 4. However, like we always say, I mean, just, you know, if you're worried about it, just check with your state and local laws to make sure you can ride a Class 2 wherever you're going. Now, I talked about the battery here. This is gonna be a 36 volt system, 5.2 amp hour battery for a max range of about 15 miles for this. Not a huge range, not a huge commuter. This is more of a short distance, going to the grocery store, going around town, whatever. And that's fine. That's just kind of what this is built for. And I think honestly that's okay. Now I'm gonna show you how to get this battery out of here real quick, because it's a little bit different. Now we talked about how Gotrax basically took away everything that's not 100% necessary here. By the way, this is how you charge it. The charging port's right here on the right side of the battery. There's a little quick indicator to see how much battery is left. You can click that, and it's got 4 bars right here so you can see how much juice is on the battery. No USB port. Oh wait, actually there is a USB port. So you can use this thing as a, like a battery bank, which is kind of dope. All right, so look, typically, you know, these batteries lock and stuff, right? This one uses like a pressure lock that's attached to the seat post clamp. So you just undo that and you just pull the battery out, and that's it. I mean, it's really, really simple. But this thing is pretty lightweight. I think it probably only weighs a couple of pounds here. And because it does have that USB port right here, you can actually use this as like a portable battery bank, which is very, very cool. Put it back in, really, really simple. You just slide it in, bring your seat post back to your desired position, close the clamp, and that piece right here keeps pressure on it so it doesn't come out while you're riding. Is that the ideal way to lock a battery? Not really. Does it work? Yeah, man, like it works. It's effective. It's just not, you know, it's not beautiful and streamlined, which is all right. Not a big deal. And you know what? I should have just left the camera where it was. Let's show you guys how to fold this bike as well, because obviously this is a folder. So the Shift S1 in total only weighs 37 pounds, which is super lightweight. I love that. Now, some of that lightweight, that savings is gonna be because solid forks, no suspension, smaller than average battery, that 5.2 amp hours, that's kind of smaller tires, smaller frame. It's just a small bike. It's a compact ride. And that's gonna help keep the weight down, which is great. Now, if you notice, this is just about the center of the bike. I wanna pick it up right here. Maybe it's a little off, right there, okay. That's just about center, and you can see that it's pretty well balanced. Really nice, I like that. Makes it easy to carry this thing around. To fold it, there's a lock here in the middle of the frame, and there's a lock here on the handlebars. Now, these are single stage locks right here. So basically what that means is all you have to do is put pressure on this lock and it unfolds, right? I mean, you could say it's a dual stage because there's this little piece back here, but if you keep putting pressure on it, or if something snags it and puts pressure on it, it means the frame is susceptible to folding accidentally while you're riding. So definitely be careful of that. If you got any loose, you know, like if you're wearing a jacket and you've got like string on it to like for the hood or whatever, like just be careful. If you're wearing a backpack, make sure nothing can snag this because you don't want it to accidentally fold while you're riding. Same thing goes for this. So look, okay, let's take this piece down. It's just a single stage, just put pressure on it. Handlebars fold, pedals fold as well. Fold those in, pedal there. Oops, there you go. And then, boom, and if you want, you can lower the seat post here. And then that's how you can kind of stand it up on its own. And there you go. That's the folded bike right there. Just gonna walk back here, make sure this thing is still in focus, still in frame. Yep, okay, cool. To unfold it, same thing, just in reverse. We'll go ahead and do the handlebars. Oops, wait, yeah, lock that back up. Unfold it. And that's it, that's all she wrote. Oops, wait, something's wrong. What am I doing wrong here? There we go, okay. Got a little branch to kind of give this thing a little bit more height. All right. That's how to fold it, unfold it. Pretty easy stuff. Now, I want to point out a few more things for this frame here. You'll notice on the top of the frame, we've got these two little bosses right here. This is for a water bottle cage. That's kind of nice. I mean, that's pretty cool they included that. Also in the back, so I probably should have mentioned this earlier. This is a single speed, guys, so no derailleur here, no rear cassette, just one speed. And yeah, I mean, that makes it a simple, easy to operate bike. And it also means the chance for derailment is almost zero. I mean, you're really not gonna get a derailment on this bike, which is great. I mean, I dig that. Now, also in the frame here though, if you'll see right here, we've got two more bosses. So if you wanted to put a derailleur on this, you could actually do that with an aftermarket derailleur. And there's also bosses here and here on both sides, which means if you wanted to throw a rack on this thing or some sort of accessory, you could use those bosses as well. So I really appreciate that Gotrax kind of thought ahead here and was like, hey, we're gonna offer a really stripped down, simple bike, but for those people who want to add some more stuff to it, boom, you can do it. We've already got the stuff drilled in there. Really, really handy. Now for the brakes on this is another one of those things where Gotrax was like, hey, we need to save money. Let's throw some V brakes on instead of disc brakes. Is that a problem? Not really. I mean, look, V brakes don't offer as much stopping power as disc brakes, mechanical or hydraulic. But I mean, they do offer more stopping power than most rim brakes. So overall, the stopping power here is pretty good. And one of the things that typically I get concerned about with Cadence Sensors is that start and stop, the delay from the time that you start and stop pedaling to the time that the motor actually activates and deactivates. However, with this one, the Cadence sensor is really, really responsive. It's kind of weird, maybe because it's a single speed, but it's actually one of the more responsive Cadence sensors that we've tested. And the reason I kind of combine that in with the brakes is because, you know, if it's a slow cadence sensor, when you let off the gas, the motor could stay active. So if you hit the brakes, you could be fighting against the motor. So that's not a problem because of the cadence sensor, but Gotrax actually went one step further here. And you can see they also have, it's this wire right here, this little guy, second one. They've also got motor inhibitors built into the brake lever. So whenever I depress the brake levers on this, it automatically cuts power to the motor. That's basically just gonna ensure the shortest possible stopping distance. So huge safety bonus. Kind of surprised to see that on this bike because it's such a low price point, but you know, really do dig that. A few other things here. You know, we talked about it briefly, but the seat post here, it's a quick release, so you can just do that, boom, bring it up. You can adjust it on the fly. Same thing with the handlebars. These are adjustable. Quick release right here. Now, for the display, this is a super simple display, which is fine. I mean, that's fine. Again, $7.99. Like we're not probably going to be expecting, you know, a super advanced display here. This is an LED display. It's somewhat easy to read in this direct sunlight. Not the easiest, but not the worst. 5-bar battery indicator, 20% increments. So pretty accurate kind of reading of what you're going to have in the battery. Power indicator. If you can push the up and down arrows to get into 3 levels of power or pedal assist. They call them gears, and I was really confused. I was doing the research. I was like, man, this is a single speed. How is there 3 gears? They're not gears. It's just power levels. So yeah, 3 different pedal assist levels here. Oh, there's also a bell on this side. Throttle right here on the right. That's right there. And then they got, for some reason, just a little reflector right there. Whatever, you know, it's all good. Now the throttle here is worth pointing out. The throttle is not live from 0 miles per hour. You have to actually start pedaling a little bit before that throttle becomes active. They probably did that as a safety feature. That's fine. I prefer it when the throttles are live from 0 miles per hour. It just makes it easier to kind of get going from a dead stop. If you are at a stoplight, you're trying to cross the street, you just bam, hit that throttle and you can get going right away. You don't have to wait for the cadence sensor. There might be a way to change that in the display settings. I wasn't able to figure that out. You guys might be able to. It's not like a deal breaker or anything. And you know, some people, they don't even like that. Some people prefer it that you have to start pedaling before the throttle's active. It's just, you know, it's just honestly an opinion thing, to be straight with you guys, to be real with you. But look, that's pretty much it. I mean, I think the best thing to do now is take this for a test ride, and then we'll talk about the giveaway here. So, all right, here we go. right, awesome peeps, that is pretty much it for the review of the Gotrax Shift S1 folding electric bike. In summary, this thing starts at $799.99 or just a hair under $800, and it's just an awesome entry-level electric bike for those people who are not looking to spend their entire fortune to get an electric bike, for people who need something that is lightweight, because remember, this is actually only 37 pounds because it's really a stripped down electric bike, just the bare essentials, but it has pretty much everything that you need, and of course it does fold, so it's nice and compact, and it makes for a compact kind of short distance commuter, because again, the max range on this thing is about 15 miles. But overall, guys, I mean, look, there's not a lot of pomp and frill, there's not a lot of accessories and bells and whistles on this bike, but if you are looking for just the bare bones, easy to operate electric bike, again, at a affordable price point that can get the job done, this is gonna be a good option. And of course, we are doing a giveaway, so maybe you guys will be able to win it, hopefully. But look, thank you guys so much for watching. Yeah, so take two, actually. I forgot about talking about the giveaway itself. So let's rewind that real quick. Now for the giveaway, we are gonna be sticking with Gleam for the giveaway. It just seems to be the easiest way to kind of select a winner. You guys can see who has been selected. Yeah, I think Gleam is working out pretty good for most of you guys. For those of you guys who are not liking Gleam, I do apologize. And if we can find a better platform than Gleam, we will definitely keep working on that. And if you guys have any suggestions on something else you'd like to see for a giveaway hosting platform that allows you guys to have these multiple entries, let us know in the comments and we will definitely check it out. But for Gleam, there's gonna be, quite a few ways to enter. Some of the primary ones will be like, comment, and sub on this video and on this channel. And again, you'll be doing that through Gleam. I think we're gonna be able to have you guys visit our Instagram, visit our Facebook, visit our Twitter, log in to just a bunch of random stuff, so if you guys want, you can have a ton of extra entries. For those of you who want to put in a little extra work, it can up your chances of winning one of these giveaways. So yeah, okay, for real this time, thank you for watching. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll catch you guys next time.